What's up, guys? It is me, Mad Samurai, here for March's PS Plus Plays videos. And this is a very interesting month because I want to say we've probably got one of the probably biggest and best games that we will get this year. Even though it's slightly controversial of what they've given us, they have given us Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, this only came out April last year, so it hasn't even been out a year, and we've got it on PS Plus. Even though it's only the PS4 version, as there is an upgrade coming in the summer, I think it was June, he said, for the PS5. But that's a whole nother kind of discussion of that. So we've got the PS4 version. There is a free upgrade to the PS5 version that's coming out later in the year, but you cannot get it with this version, with the PS Plus version, as you probably already know. But you can get the upgrade, which I think is 50% off, which is in UK pounds, I think it said it was about £15 or so, to get the digital deluxe upgrade, so you can get the PS5 version. So even though it's 50% off, I feel like £15 is, I think that's fine. Supposedly it said it, what I read online, it said it was 50% off. But otherwise it's £30. I don't know why you would spend £30 on a digital upgrade when you could just go get, well, saying that, if you've got a digital PS5, then yeah, you'll do that. But if you've got a physical PS5, you'll just, by the time that comes out, you could go out and get a physical copy of this for under that amount. But that's the thing, and I'm sure there's going to be some sort of sale somewhere where it appears beforehand, I don't know, but I feel like it's a good one. Yeah, you might think, oh, that's a kick in the teeth, but this is a humongous game that hasn't even been out for a year, and they're giving it to us on PS Plus. So whatever your thoughts are, this is a big game, and whether people think, oh, it's Sony, it was probably a bit of both. Square Enix protecting, because they're like, well, we'll give you this, but we don't want to give that because that's going to affect their money coming in. People think it was Sony's decision. Probably not. It's probably a bit of Square's decision as well. They still want to be making money off this game, so, and by giving everyone Final Fantasy VII for free, that's a big thing. And then to give the upgrade to PS5, where it would have cost them a bit to do all that upgrades, just to give it out free, it's a bit like, oh, that's probably why. I can understand why they've done it, and I respect that. Just by giving us this, even the PS4 version, I think that's a very big win. And you can still play this on your PS5, and it'll probably look better, and it'll load faster and all that thing. You just, you won't be able to get it. But if you really want it, if you want to play this on your PS5, get the digital deluxe upgrade while it's cheap, really. And I'm sure that will come down in price at some point in the future. You'll be able to. So anyway, I think this is a good game for us to be getting. Anyway, so in this series of videos, I play the game, I talk about what I do like, what I don't like, give a final thoughts, give a film score, whether I think it's a good game and a good offering. So I'm going to jump in and play Final Fantasy VII Remake. I do own a physical copy of this, but I haven't got round to playing it. I got it when it came out, and just because of being a new father, it's just fallen behind. But this is something I've been wanting to play for quite a while. But now I've got a digital version of it as well, which is nice. So anyway, so let's just go through and kind of classic screen. I loved Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. I loved it. You know, I've only ever finished it once. But I've played through the game like God knows how many times of like from the start. I think I must have restarted that game probably over 20 times and played through the whole kind of Midgar bit. Midgar, no, it's not Midgar. Oh, it's gone from my head. That whole opening area. No, it is Midgar. Or is that the planet? Or whatever the city's called. It's gone from my head. I played for that whole opening bit so many times, and always got to a certain point, and then I'll be like, "Oh, it's a bit hard. You know what? I'll restart, and then do it better." And yeah, it's just so much times hours I've spent on this game, and I've only ever finished it once. Only ever. Anyway, so let's jump in and play the game and see if it kind of brings back the memories. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you know what? I always love the opening sequence for the original Final Fantasy VII. I always loved it. It's a little bit different now. I'm pretty sure. I think it kind of more or less got straight into it. I think. But yeah, this was quite an amazing thing that they said, "Oh, we're going to redo this, remaking it," and it's going to come in. I don't know how many parts, because I think this just takes you up to a certain point. Because you got to remember, Final Fantasy VII, the original, was a pretty big game, really, and especially if you wanted to remake it, you wanted to probably expand on it and kind of make it more in depth. So yeah, it'd be interesting when we'll see the next part and how far into the story, where does it take us. Like I think this goes up to when you kind of get out the city. I think, you know, and you used to be able to do that in like, you know, a good few hours. Really, it didn't take you like ridiculously too long. But I think this is like much longer. A much longer game. Really, I think there's more into it. So I don't know really how long this takes. But yeah, it was a really kind of special time for me, and I have a digital version on the PS4 of the original Final Fantasy VII, which I think is the PC version. I think that they use for the ports, and I do have the Final Fantasy VII and 8 bundle collection for the Switch. I've got a physical, so I do want to replay 7 and 8, but I'll be doing that on the Switch. But I have seen there is a physical of Final Fantasy 8 for the PS4, which I think I will pick up at some point just to have in my collection. It will be nice, really. I wonder if they'll do this. I assume they'll do the same for 9 for the PS4. And I've actually ordered the Final Fantasy 9 physical for the Switch. Which would be nice because it'll be easier because that's a console I use when I'm out on the move and stuff. It'll fit perfect to play on that type of game, that console. I can take my sweet time playing it. But yeah, it's just such a wonderful game. You know, I can understand why people didn't like it at all. I can understand why people never got into the Final Fantasy VII, but you know, I personally loved the game. I thought it was great. The characters, the story, just the whole everything was just beautiful. And here we go. Yeah, this just looks absolutely fabulous. Now, I did play the demo. I don't think I even finished the demo. Or did I finish the demo? I can't remember. But I did play the demo when that came out. I really enjoyed it. Oh god, just hearing the music, it brings me back. It's so beautiful. what they've done. You know, I do hope they give this actual treatment to of what they've done to 7 for 8 and 9. Really, you know, why not? Why not remake 8, remake 9? You know, in the end, it's easy money because you know people are gonna buy it because there's a lot of people who prefer 8 and there's a lot of people who prefer 9. You know, it makes sense if they do that, and you know, if Square don't do it, they're silly. And I did see that they were what they'll bring out, I think called Ever Crisis, and it was like a load of Final Fantasy stuff, and which seemed really interesting. It was just I can't remember. There's all these like different stories, but the one that I'm kind of really wanting like a proper remake of is Crisis Core. Like if they did Crisis Core in the vein of Final Fantasy VII Remake, I would, because I thought that was amazing. I loved that on the PSP. I thought that was one of the best PSP games. It was unbelievable. And this game, it just looks absolutely beautiful. It really does. You know, I loved the whole turn-based combat on it, going to battles, but this one's a bit more kind of free in a way. I haven't played Final Fantasy 14, so I can't really say what it's like, because I assume it's something along that line. I'm not going to get around to playing Final Fantasy 14. I've just got so many other games, and they take. I want to spend a lot of time playing Final Fantasy games. Like I used to play. God knows how much time I've spent on a Final Fantasy game. It's just ridiculous. It is kind of ridiculous. Oh, boom. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and I think I am. Once I've got a few kind of games I'm playing through, or I'm planning to just play through and play and finish, I'm gonna get around and do it in the next like maybe 2 months of starting Final Fantasy VII Remake. Whether how long that takes me, but I'm gonna try and knuckle down and get it done because I've got quite a few stuff in my back catalogue which I'm wanting to play. So yeah. Oh. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it really brings the whole life of the original into like a new light of how they've done it. Really, it's lovely. It really is. And it's really beautiful to look at. So yeah, it's a really good day to be a Final Fantasy fan, especially like an old school Final Fantasy fan, because you've got like, well, in saying that there is even old school Final Fantasy fans, but you know, this was the big one that came out on the PS1, and I remember it and I loved it. And this is a really beautiful looking game. It really is.
Unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
Yeah.
This is a one-time gig.
But I think they altered the story slightly, because these characters died at some point. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm right, because it has been a long time since I played it. It has been an extremely long time since I played it. But I remember those characters who, with Barrett, Biggs, Jesse, and stuff. They died, you know. But I don't think they die in this one. don't hold me to it because I don't know. But I thought I read something about it, and I was a bit like, well, okay, well, they've changed it slightly. I don't know. Anyway, well, it's controlling pretty nice. Really, just getting used to like bottom prompts because as an old school Final Fantasy player, I'm used to the turn-based combat of really selecting, and you can do that if you want. What I saw from the options, but I thought I'll jump in and do this type of version because this is what they're kind of really promoting the style of play, which is fine by me. It's fine by me. Just just going to take me getting used to it. But yeah, just. Oh, damn! Alright, spells, fire, guard dog. Oh, just look at it. It's just absolutely stunning. It is absolutely stunning. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to kind of playing more of this game. Okay, I've got no MP, I think. Yeah, I think I'll play through this game before I kind of get round to jumping it into Final Fantasy XIV because I really have to do it. I think I've got three. No, I think I've got two different copies. I've got a standard one, which I got online for cheap. I was like, yeah, and then I managed to get like the King's edition or whatever it was for like super cheap. Like when it comes to the still box, I was like, yeah, alright, I'm gonna do that. But then there's the Royale one, which has got all the DLC, and I'm like, oh, I should get that. I'm like, oh, I have 3 copies of Final Fantasy XIV, which I haven't played. But I think I will do. I think I'm going to look, and if I can find a super cheap version of the Royal one, wherever it is, then yeah, I think I'll do that, and I'll play that version. Not so fast. You son of, leaving all the guys up to me. Oh, damn. He looks ugly. Oh. And you got different kind of types of combat from what I can see. And you've got a sprint button, which is always nice to have. Got to get these boxes because you don't know what's in them. You know what? I have to say the level design is absolutely stunning. So all these supposed to be working with them, they're all just buggering off. They are. They're just running off without me. Cheeky gets. Oh, gotta hold it. Should have read that. Come on, come on. Oh. It just really makes me want to jump in to the original PS1 version. It really does. I bet you've seen a few reactors. And like his like shoulder pad just looks awesome. Oh damn! And you know what? From the footage I saw of the PS5 upgrade, That looks, that's looking really good. And there's the whole new DLC with when I was reading a video, someone said Yuffie. I've always called her Yuffie. I don't know if that's just me, but I've always called her Yuffie. So who knows? Who knows what the actual one? I haven't actually looked it up really, but that's what I always called her. And that was a bit weird because it seemed a bit like because you met her when, well, you technically didn't have to find her really. That was like one of those optional characters who doesn't automatically join your crew. I'm pretty sure from my memory, even though it's a long time ago, don't hold me to it. That's what I remember. Really, it wasn't something that kind of happened. But you know, whether will this DLC be part of the next part? Really, will it be? I assume it will be included. But yeah, I can see this being a thing where I'll buy each part separately, and then at the end they'll bring out like the whole collection in one, which I will then get as well. You know, you have Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, and then the final bit. That's what it's going to be. And yeah, alright, fair enough. I'll have it. I'll have it just for the collection. Really. Oh yeah, you're damn right.
Are you guys close?
Why? Who's asking? Who's having psychotic breaks? Oh, wow, that looks good. Oh, memories. It's bringing back memories. I know this village. I remember it very well. I remember it very, very well.
Tifa and I.
See, I never said Tifa. I said Tifa. It's like, I would say Tifa. Or maybe, is that what it is? Or is that like just an American way of saying it? I don't know. It's just how I grew up saying it because there was no voiceovers. Really, I would say, oh, that's Yuffie. Oh, that's Tifa. I wouldn't say, oh, Yuffie. Oh, Yuffie. And Tifa. It's a bit like, I wouldn't have said any of that. But, yeah. Yes.
Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
You damn right, it shouldn't.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako.
Mako.
It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care.
You damn right.
You realize what Mako is, don't you?
It's the life force, or lifeblood.
The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me!
It's a little bit like what happens today with all our natural resources being sucked up by the oils, the gases, the coals, this and that. What happens when it's all gone? What's going to happen? He's looking very cool with his shades. Yeah. Oh, I have to say again, his little shoulder armor is looking excelente.
Our lives are on the line now.
Our lives are on the line now.
You listening, Merc?
Yeah, you're damn right.
Smooth.
Alright, Jesus.
Well, so much for
What,
having
you
Cloud do all
shoot
the
a
fighting.
camera?
There are some places a sword just can't reach. him for me, would you?
If you say so. I'll put up with him for now.
Should have asked for more money.
And, oh, you know what? Do we get the is there like the whole motorcycle kind of like section in this where you're driving it on the highway? Like that's what I want to know. Is that in here? Ah. I'm kind of looking forward to finding out if that's the case. Really, I really am. I have to say. Oh no, that's the one I want. That's the one I want. Get out of it. Oh, brutal. I didn't see how it goes switching characters. Didn't really pay attention to that, but it was up and down on the D-pad, which is quite cool. You can stick with one character or you can flip to another. You know, because in the end, in the original, you used to kind of play through each of the characters and stuff.
They'll cut you down to size and then some.
Yes.
I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah, you damn right I have.
Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Crazy.
Baby blues of yours on me.
Okay. Oh, idiot. Boom. Yeah, this bit definitely wasn't in the original. I don't remember this.
You're doing good.
Boom. Come on. More. Oh. Calm it, you. Jesus. There we go. That was a bit crap on my part, really. Like, have I got, what can I use as ammo? There we go. Cure me, baby. Now, you want to know is the menu story. Yeah, but I want to look at like what's it like here? Thunder, cloud. Like, is it like the whole materia thing? Oh, okay. Abilities, spells. Okay, I can set that as what that is. Potion. Alright, okay. This is interesting. Inventory. Maybe I don't get into that yet. Maybe where the whole materia system, I assume they've put that in here as well. Comes into play. Doesn't come into play yet.
Force for nothing. I can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in,
Come on.
we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
Spells then. Magic is what I have to use, supposedly. Didn't really read what that was saying. I should have. Enemies who have been staggered and defenseless. Which are going so you can quickly unleash more spells. Alright, gotcha. it is very like the combat is very like it's very much simplified in a way. Boom! Suck on that.
What are you, 20-something?
First. Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn.
Not your age.
Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Guess that makes you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Come on, let's do this. Yeah, this is all like what happened there. They'd have all the opening sequence in the demo. And that's where I need to get down to.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's get down there.
Yeah, I'm just really enjoying this game. It's... Come on, there we go. Just want to slide down, that's all I want. Yeah, you're damn right. You can taste it. It's just, look, the models are absolutely fantastic. Really well detailed. Really have kind of really brought the characters to life, I say.
I leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck. Not that way.
Alright,
Ladder, dummy.
I was going to go alternate route, but if not, we don't want to go down there, that's fine by me.
This'll be quick.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Deal with that.
Alright, watch and learn. Suck on this. Ain't no thing.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Like, what's the whole leveling up system? Because I'm like used to seeing like the whole leveling up in a way of like you get at the end you get the screen of like the battle and the XP and all that stuff. So okay, there you go. You're saying there on that side bit. So like, you know, how do I know when I've leveled up? You know. And is there going to be any some sort of grinding process? And where, you know, I used to like that when I was much younger, when I had more time in my hands. Now I don't really want to do any kind of super extensive grinding. I know when I kind of replay the original Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII, there will be some sort of, I will have to do some grinding because that's just how it is.
Let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go
You
on,
damn right.
do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are.
Tifa says you are.
One of us.
That you're one of us.
I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job.
Alright. He's really getting his kicks out of this, isn't he? What is that?
What's wrong?
Yeah, you know what I also liked? I liked the Final Fantasy VII Advent Child. Okay, 30 minutes, I'm sure it's fine.
That long enough for you?
Yeah, I guess.
You double crossing!
Heads up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember this from the demo, but I remember this from the original.
It's got reinforced armor plated, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
Pay attention.
What does he have?
Don't overdo it.
Does he have lightning magic? Now why can't I? Boom. Spells. Alright, he's got thunder. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Staggered, that's what I'm talking about. Come on.
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
Come on. Oh, damn, son of a.
Deal with that.
It's my time to shine.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Or go down in flames.
What happened there?
Bingo. Focus on that core.
Oh, now he remembers. Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
Here we go. Take the lead.
All right, watch and learn. Gonna make your eyeballs pop.
Damn right.
Bring it home.
Come on. Oh, son of a. Oh, it just. The cutscenes are just wonderful. They really are true something great. Like,
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris. Deal with that.
Need my help, do you?
Bring it. Strike now before it fires
Go on.
again. No holding back.
oh. Oh, I've got a limit breaker now. Oh, brave fencer. Now, how do I use my oh, there we go. Here we go, bam! I do love a good old limit breaker, I must say. Oh, come on.
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Murphy.
You damn right you. Oh no, 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 no. You want Barrett. There we go. Okay. Take out the left leg.
When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up. And that's a
There we go. Bam. He's gonna get one final shot out. Oh crap, we've got to get out of here.
shit, the ball.
30 minutes until
I could have done it in 20. Yeah, that was easy. Ish.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on. We've gotta move.
Boom. Alright, let's do this.
We should be covering our way out. Go, go, go!
Oh, okay. I'm right in his arsehole. Bit odd, in a way. You think he would be, like, just be much quicker. So I wouldn't be halfway up his rectum. There we go. Oh, there's more here. There we go. Boom. Yeah, I think this is easily one of the best games they've actually, maybe even the best game they've given us. To be honest, maybe I can't think. There's been so many games, and there's been so many actually truly excellent games that we've got with PS Plus. But this feels like a truly probably one of the biggest games, considering it's not even a year old and we've got it. I don't understand why people are moaning about the whole PS5 upgrade. I know we've got it with other games, but this is like a really, really big game. We got it from Maneater, and yeah, that wasn't even out a year, but there's Maneater, and then there's Final Fantasy VII Remake. Big difference in title-wise. This is a far, far bigger game than that. It's to get this free in under a year is pretty good. I don't know how long the exclusive is left on PlayStation. I know Square will want to bring it to the Xbox because they want to make money. They need to make money. It isn't cheap to make these games, these remakes. These are big games, big expense, big budgets. So it's going to be interesting to see when that comes up. I'm quite surprised. To be honest, I'm quite surprised Sony had never bought Square. To be honest, like even years ago, they just kind of left it. I've got Soldier Boy with me. Yeah, get it right, sunshine. Boom. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying the combat. I think it's alright. It's, getting used to, really, but it just makes there's no stopping, really, because before it used to stop in between each one, and it was it really, it broke it up to go into a fight. But now it doesn't do that. It's straight into the fight and straight back out straight away. There's none of that. There's none of that messing around, which is really good in a way. It's just taking a bit used to the combat, and it's quite simple. It's fast paced. It's nice. So yeah, really happy with it. All done. Yeah, truly a great little title. Well, little is another thing I think is probably the wrong word to use. Truly a great, massive title we've got here, and yeah, I can understand why it's received so many great reviews. Really. Boom, choppy chop chop. Get all that because tons of stuff to get in there. Oh, no. Can I use spells yet? No, I can't. Boom. Damn it. Destroyed his ass. Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't know what the difference between like the operator mode and the punisher mode. Like, is it just like a style of like combat? I'm not too sure.
Keep it together.
Boom, suck it. As he said it. He said it.
Is that it?
I didn't have to say it for him. He knew what to say. Boom. Beep. No, it was more or less mainly destroyed from the Scorpion Centaur. Really, it really kind of dealt the damaging blow to that. I didn't really have to do much in a way. Oh, God, that seems like that's doing like an even bigger damage. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what? There hasn't been much negative or bad things really I have to say about this game. Really. I'm really into it and really enjoying it. And I'm really looking forward to kind of really playing through this game. Just like gets me hyped up to play it. You know, and I feel like even if you weren't a fan of the original, I think just because the change in the combat style, where it's more free flowing, I think anyone can really enjoy it now, which is nice. Or more people can feel more inclined to enjoy it, which is good. Get up.
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
Then get up then.
Yes.
You know what? The voice acting sounding really good as well. Oh damn! Oh, badass.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
You're damn right.
Come on.
Oh, beautiful cutscenes, looking great. Oh. Excelente. Yeah, I don't think I can't remember if I played through the whole demo from beginning to end. I think, did I? I'm not sure if I got to a point and stopped. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that was a great, like, opening part of the game. I think that might have been where it stopped. It must have been chapter. You just played the chapter 1. It must have been.
Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the
No,
instructions
definitely
before.
not.
Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
The Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I
let's
would
get going.
like to think so as
You in
well.
Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
Oh, is that Badger from Breaking Bad? I always forget his name. That actor, he's in, like, he appears here and there and
Watch out
things.
for live wires. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is him.
The air
Yeah, I want to go in front of you, Barrett.
Get out in the open. Damn, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul.
He just looks so cool
It's me.
with his big ass sword.
And soon.
It was always so over the top, and the soundtrack for the original was just excellent. So I assume the soundtrack is the same but redone, really. And I actually have bought a vinyl of the soundtrack, which is like half of the remake and half of the original, and I do actually have the original on a picture disc vinyl as well, which when I kind of got the remake vinyl, I did notice, because the original vinyl came in two vinyls. It was a double vinyl, and you can tell they've just printed more of one of the vinyls and added it, and they've just used that vinyl, which is a bit of a sucky thing. I would rather just like a full-on vinyl soundtrack of the remake. Hopefully they might do that, because that would be nice to just have it playing on vinyl.
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Here we go.
Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations.
Shinra. Oh, Shinra.
Have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed as well.
Yeah, it was always interesting because everyone always wanted them to do like an actual proper sequel for Final Fantasy VII, but they never did. I think the first sequel didn't really, for any of them, actually. Was it Final Fantasy? What the other the first true sequel would have been Final Fantasy X Part 2, but there were side kind of games of Final Fantasy VII. There was the one with, is it Dirge of Cerberus, when you're playing Vincent? I actually have that, and I think that is actually part of this whole Final Fantasy Ever Crisis remake type thing. That's in there. I remember seeing that one. I was like, oh yeah. And then you have the Crisis Core as well on the PSP, which was excellent.
Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain. Just like
Yeah, and I do remember like the whole kind of, there was all the there was the whole chatter and stuff that, because spoilers, you meet a certain lady and she dies, which was very heartbreaking in the original to see, and it will happen in this one. Probably not in this game, it'll probably be in the next part, I'm assuming. And there was always talk about where you could go somewhere and you could bring her back to life, and there was this whole thing about that. I remember I got into that. It was in magazines and stuff like that, and you really got into trying to find out, like, oh, I can actually bring her back to her life, because in the end, because before you actually knew that this character was going to die, you had her in your party and you were leveling her up and all that stuff, and then she dies, and you're like, oh, okay, so I wasted time actually grinding, leveling up this character, so I shouldn't have bothered. So it's gonna be a similar thing here of like, oh, should I bother level up this character? Because, I know technically what's gonna happen, so I shouldn't really bother.
I don't
Oh.
need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing material.
Oh, here we go.
For saving my life.
Oh, thank you.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm not the that.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
I've done such a good job, it's unbelievable.
To live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to play a little bit more,
You do know what it is.
and then we'll do a final thoughts. Oh, let's have a look at the whole materia thing and how they're doing it in here. Set materia. Okay. Boom. Okay, simple enough.
Just remember to use it, huh?
Ooh, damn right, I'll use it. Yeah, and the whole upgrading of the materials in the original. Get out of my way, kid. Oh, here we go. 50 Gilyo.
Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Immediate evacuation
Cloud!
is advised.
Up here! Look up! I said look up! Not that way! Right! Careful up here!
Oh, okay.
Any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
Alright, gotcha. Oh, but I will take that. Because I won't be able to find it again. See, I got 3 grenades. I'll take that. Thank you very much. See, it caused so much bloody chaos. Yeah, the world is excellent. It's so... They've done an excellent job. Oh my god. Well, that wasn't a good idea. Oh, he's going to have another flashback. Oh, excellent. Eyes look amazing. There he is. That son of a bee. And he's a character in the Smash Bros, isn't he now? Is he one of the characters on Season Pass 2? Or something? That can't be real. That's got to be a... He's still got to be dreaming. Yeah, look at it. Come on. Come on, Cloudy. Yeah, didn't have any of this stuff in the original. I'm pretty sure, like this close. Did we? I don't know. I can see that I'm already above 1000 HP. Definitely wouldn't have been above 1000 HP at this start of the game. Probably have like a 100 something HP. Come on, you can do it.
You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently.
Excellent.
Painfully.
Oh, wow.
Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
I'm actually really looking forward to seeing this on that PS5 when I do get a PS5. But as I don't have PS5, I won't be able to play the PS5 game of this month like previously, but I will add it on a whole collection of PS5 games for PS Plus at some point. And also I won't be able to do Farpoint as I don't have my VR. My VR is in another country, so I won't be able to do a video on that, unfortunately. But the PS5 game Masquerade looks quite interesting.
It's a simple thing.
It's a very interesting looking puzzle game, I have to say.
Hey, you have to leave. You have to live. Good, Cloud.
He's killed an innocent.
Hold on to that hatred.
Now I lost. I want to know, how is that sword sticking to his back? Is there something, how is it sheathed into his back?
Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. Alright. You got this.
You got this. Come on, I want to sprint, I don't want to be walking.
The expressway was damaged too?
Come on.
Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately.
Oh, little girl.
The reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires.
Little boy.
Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway.
Man,
Oh,
what a mess.
Are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires.
yeah, there's just me wandering around with my big old sword. No one really going, oh, what's this guy all about? Is he one of the guys? He's one of the terrorists. Boom, there we go. Oh, hello.
Don't let the intruder escape.
Well, it's really pushing me towards her. Yeah, I don't remember any of this stuff. Because what happened in the original, you fell on your escape, I'm pretty sure. And then she found you. Like, in like her bed of flowers that saved you.
Save anyone.
If I remember correctly. I might be wrong. Been a long time. But yeah, it didn't. I'm pretty sure it didn't play out like this.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
A flower?
That's right.
Yes, a flower.
You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
Yeah, they're altering
Heard that, you know.
the original in a way.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
'Cause you fancy me.
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So,
So keep your distance.
wait. You think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Well, you don't know that.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to sell.
Seriously, I don't get it.
Help me! What are they?
Yeah, what are they? Jesus. Now I've got to take out all these dudes. I'm hoping that they don't damage my flower. Boom. Oh, it's really good because they're just there.
Let's go.
And what's this? What's this? Deadly dodge. She went up here, didn't she? Did she go up here? Anyway, well, now we've met the Flower Peddler, I feel like I should give a final thoughts on this game. This is an absolutely really stunning game graphically. I haven't really been able to see anything really wrong with it. I really enjoying the look of it. What they've done to this world is just absolutely excellent. It's quite amazing that they've managed to just make it look so good. So yeah, it's a really nice world, and just the character models look excellent. They really do look really good. It's quite amazing how good they look, and really bringing the 30-bit 2 characters to life in a whole new way. They really have done a very good job. The controls are very good. You just got to get used to the combat. Really, if you're familiar with Final Fantasy XIV, I think that would probably helps you. But yeah, it's that you can change the combat so it's a bit more classic. There is a mode for classic, so yeah, you can do that. I haven't tried that, so it would be interesting to try that to see what it's like. Maybe I'll kind of start a new game with that and see what I prefer. Maybe I play through the game in classic mode than in this mode. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, gameplay is it's excellent. It's playing very well. It really brings it really makes the original and probably makes it a bit better in a way. I'm not gonna lie, it's where the one on PS1, yeah, it's a lot of nostalgia, but they've done such a good job here. They've done such a good job. I have to applaud Square Enix for doing such a good job on this remake in basically every level, graphics, gameplay, controls. They've just done an excellent job. So I have to say, well done. It made a truly wonderful game, and I can see why this has been given so many top scores by reviewers. It's really understandable, and yeah, it's very nice. And you know what? And the music and sound effects is great. They've done a really good job of reworking the soundtrack, and it sounds just amazing and beautiful. And I'm really looking forward to hearing more of the music. I really am. Yeah, really am looking forward to sitting down and playing this game through to the end. I really am, and I can't wait to play it, and for them to bring out part 2, because that's I can't see that being as bad. If they just gotta carry on and keep it great, like the original, and they're onto a winning formula here. It is excellent. Now to actually go onto its wiki page, because that's what I talk about when I was talking about the kind of reviews it got. So on Metacritic, it's sitting at 87 out of 100, which is really good. But there's games which are sitting higher. So 4 players gave it 82 out of 100. That's a very, very, very good score. Destructoid 9 out of 10. EGM did not like it. I think they're saying a 3 out of 5 stars. Really, Eurogamer says recommended. Famitsu is 39 out of 40. Game Informer 8.75 out of 10. GameSpot gave it a 10 out of 10. Games Radar 4.5 out of 5. IGN 8 out of 10. OPM UK 10 out of 10. What else we got? Who is worthy? Nothing else really. There's a load of other ones, but they're probably not worth really kind of mentioning. So it more or less got really very positive scores, and I can see why. It plays very, very well. They've just done an excellent job, and it's not a good one. I say good on your Square Enix. Bring us more stuff like this. I would like to see this done to Star Ocean's second story, to be honest. Yeah, if they did this to Star Ocean's second story, which they won't, because that was very niche in a way. I'll be grateful because I really enjoyed that game. So now we've talked about that, let's give this game a thumb score. Now, even though there's this whole controversy of it just being the PS4 version you have to upgrade, that's fine by me. I understand that. So I'm fine by that, and I feel like there's this that we've got such a big game which is under a year old. I think this is. I'm going to say it's 2. I'm going to give this 2 thumbs up. Final Fantasy VII Remake is a 2 thumbs up game. I think it's a really good game. It's an excellent offering for the month, and I feel like everyone should add this into their library, whether you're a Final Fantasy fan or not. I think you should at least try it, because it is very good. It is a very good game. I'm really enjoying this. So yeah, get in there. Get back into the good old Final Fantasy play. I'm really liking it. So 2 thumbs up, definitely. Okay, so that is the first video for March's PS Plus plays. I've got another one to do. I won't be able to do the 2 other games because I don't have a PS5 yet, so that'll be come at a later date, and I don't have my PSVR with me, so I can't do that. That is unfortunately sitting in another country, so until I get that back, no VR. I've kind of been dying to play a bit of VR lately, actually, so hopefully I will be able to play it soon. So hopefully when I can get back to my VR and pull it out, and then I can do a recap video of all the games on PS Plus that I haven't been able to do in the future. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I can do that. Anyway, let's end this video here, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this game as much as I have. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.